Welcome. This is Barry Jones from Angelic Wisdom, and we're here for our monthly Angelscope for the sign of Gemini for the month of February 2024. So first of all, I'd like to thank everyone who is returning to this monthly series and to also welcome anyone who is new to our Angelic Wisdom community. First of all, if you haven't already, make sure that you have subscribed, select the all notification bell, like, dislike, and leave your comments. If you'd like to make a donation in support of my channel, you can go to my PayPal me link for Angelic Wisdom. Both of these links you should find in the description area beneath this video. And finally, if you haven't seen the general monthly angel reading, make sure that you do. And you can select the first link that you see under the description about the video. Now, the format, the card in the center will be a message from the Archangel that will be working with you, your sign for this month. And then the cards on the left and right are a message from your guardian angel. So your guardian angels are always with you. And so the card on the left will be from the Major Arcana, and your guardian angel is going to highlight for you what is the sort of ruling theme, lessons, energies that are playing through your subconscious, and it's sort of expressing itself in your outer reality, which is what this card on the right will represent from the Minor Arcana. What's affecting you in your day, but how it's showing up in your day-to-day awareness, and maybe ways to work with it. Okay, so let's take a deep breath together. And as you open up your heart and expand your heart chakra as wide as you can, just know that whether you see or not or feel this, that is happening as you relax your body. And they ask you to really open up or expand your vision. So they were showing me a window, but we were seen to be focused on the the window panes, and in particular the wood that divides, and so it was sort of like a cross, and that cross focus within a bigger window, right? It's like one of the corners that we're focusing on out of all the window panes. It's sort of this idea that there's all this opportunity around you, Gemini, but you're only focusing on your pain. You're only focusing on the sacrifices that you've made, for example, and not the bigger picture. There are, in truth, no sacrifices. That is a perception. Good and evil, right or wrong, is a perception of the ego. It's a construct of the ego, plain and simple. Your soul only serves purpose. So there is nothing that can ever happen through you or around you or to you, as you might perceive it from your ego, that does not have or serve a purpose. So instead of seeing the sacrifices you made, expand your heart, expand your vision, and see the purpose, the bigger picture. And they write the word casts, casts, meaning there's a cast of players involved. And every one of them, no matter what their role is also serving a picture, a purpose. There's some of them are seeing the bigger picture and some are not. And it's that contrast that makes the plot thicken. But When we neglect our soul's sense of purpose, we get ensnared in the ego's sense of unfairness, being slighted in some way, being depraved or rejected. We get caught up in this. And so they want to invite you to join your soul in its sense of purpose. In through the navigating of the ego's sense of duality, you have carved out of this imperfect world strength, not lack or weakness. You're stronger every breath you take and every moment that you live in your reality. You're never weakened. What you perceive as weakness or illness is the result of a mind set that is shaped by illusion, not truth. And this happens because of split investment of energy. One in right or wrong, instead of purpose. One in sacrifices and advantages and gains and losses instead of purpose, based on the bigger picture. And the bigger picture right now in our world is chaos. Well, that's not the bigger picture. That's the ego's invention of chaos, when the bigger picture is a world in the process of healing, a world in the process of its ascension in frequency, vibration, qualities, and attitudes. So let's take a look at the archangel that we're working with in this month. Archangel Chamuel. The message says, open your heart to give and receive love. Your essence is love. When you live with purpose, you are tuned into that love. Have you ever noticed that, like, when you're in three-dimensional mindset and you are struggling and it's just sacrifice all around you, and then you feel powerless, but then somebody or something comes, an opportunity to serve a purpose, and all of that just immediately turns into strength, fortitude, grit, power, wisdom, creativity. Have you ever noticed that? Just in a, like switching the, flipping the switch, you've gone from one thing to another. And so the Archangel Chamuel invites you to call upon him to step into your heart each day, to activate the higher qualities of love. If you just but even ask Archangel Chamuel to connect your heart to the cosmic heart of Venus, and to just unload those keys and codes within you, deep into every cell of your body, you will feel a strong sense of renewed purpose. And to assist this, go to your favorite oasis in nature or in activity. Anything, he writes, that anything that the word is alignment that he's writing. So anything that brings you into alignment with your heart, with true purpose, with your soul's true purpose. Anything, appetite, that gives you an appetite for life. Wherein, instead of focusing on that you don't have enough of it or you have too much of it, that all you're thinking about is feasting on what opportunities are there. All right. Your essence is love. Just remembering that, because that is where your sense of purpose comes from. Here, we're just talking about this fairness thing. Here we have the justice card. And that whole you seeing things as a sacrifice. Here's how you flip the switch on a world that you feel is lacking in fairness. Is to no longer focus on the sacrifices that you've made. To no longer focus on everything that to no longer focus on the cast of people, they write, that have done you wrong. But instead, can you flip it and look at what those sacrifices helped you to learn, how it made you stronger, how it's made you who you are? Because I know I can say this because of the things I've been through. I would never, if ever given the opportunity, you've heard me say this in other videos, choose to opt out of anything that has happened because of who I am right now. Even this moment, I'm more appreciative of it as I feel so much of the extraordinary channel of being connected with the angels and their wisdom, that I don't want to give it up just so that I could have been healthy at one point in my life and not gone through this terror of knowing what it was like to have a life-threatening illness. So the angel of destiny came to me and said, you can go back and that'll never have happened, or you can stay there. I choose it because I would be giving up so much. There is a bigger picture. And the bigger picture right now for me, as I'm talking to you in this moment, is what I'm doing right now and how clear it is. It doesn't matter if I've succeeded at this or not in the way that the outer world looks at it. But what matters is the purpose that it's given me. And one clear understanding of knowing who I truly am and feeling the empowerment of that. Once you can flip that script, or what people have done to you, it's the same. Because what they've done to you through that mindset, three-dimensional mindset, is also the very things that have made you who you are. And you've gathered and learned and grown into someone extraordinary, spiritually extraordinary. Your love, your essence of love, it never is diminished by anything that happens to you. It expands because of all of it, the good and the bad. It takes whatever the ego labels and it just culminates it into one even greater, more powerful, expansive expression of love that now has more power, meaning impact, purpose, more appetite for life. Don't miss out on the feast by allowing your mind to ruminate otherwise. And so this card is the Eight of Water, and it's highlighting that you're done with some of this stuff. And it's time for you. You've been feeling it, whether you didn't think it was fair or not, but you've been feeling you need to move on. And even if you can't see what I'm saying, just move on, knowing deep down that by doing so, things are going to get better for you because you're going to have more purpose to live rather than more pain and sacrifices to keep reliving. Move forward. Be the balance to the imbalance. Be the fairness to the unfairness. Become that. Become the peace instead of the war. This is living your life with a renewed purpose. Move on to the purpose that is the answer, that is the light to all that which you feel that you have suffered underneath. There's no integrity in perpetrating the thing that you do not want to exist in the world and within yourself and with your own experiences. You, through that experience, that unfair experience, have the qualities and strength and the divine plan to implement, to create, even if it's a small corner, doesn't matter how small the corner is, the just world that is the answer, solution to what you've been through. Open your heart and you will have more room for this kind of clarity and wisdom, the peace that passes all understanding. So I send you lots of love and angel blessings and have a beautiful month. God bless you.